time, so
it's wake up.
Delicious. At this time.
My number one question to you is that I understand that this is a qualitative approach. So you have a limited number of interviews, but somewhere in your study you mentioned that Cơm Tấm Mộc also have branches in Hanoi, right, in the northern part of Vietnam. But it looks like the sample size for you, even though qualitative, in the south only. So can you explain a little bit about the representative of the sample size? That is the number one question. The second question is about the relationship or the connection between the literature review, the findings, and the recommendation. You are fairly brave, by putting the AIDA model in the literature review, and by conclusion you said that the AIDA model cannot be applicable in here. And then you haven't said anything about marketing in the literature review, but then in the finding and conclusion you come up with a marketing strategy. So can you explain a little bit about the connection, the relationship between the literature review, your finding, and also your conclusion? That's it.
Representative, that is the foreigner in my in-depth interview. The purpose of my interview is make the Cơm Tấm Mộc as the representative restaurant in the south of Vietnam. So I mainly focus on Saigon. So it also has the majority of restaurant more than Hanoi. It has 5 majority, and it's developing days till now. The Cơm Tấm Mộc in Hanoi is still in small business, and they are not focused on expanding to the tourists, to the foreigner guests. So that's I use in the presentation in the forest fund in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah, that's good. So that's why you might want to clarify a little bit in the title, because in the title we say how to promote Saigon Cơm Tấm to foreign customer.
Yeah.
If you narrow it down to the South Vietnam only, then that would be more applicable.
Thank you. And for the second question, that the relevance between the literature review, the finding, and the recommendation. About the literature review, that I have mentioned about the AIDA model, but I conclude that it's not applicable for the foreign traveler, because first of all, I think that when the foreigners come to Vietnam, it's first, and their first attention is about the recognition of a famous brand name, and first of all, it's about finding the unique culture of the south of Vietnam. And that's why I admit to the AIDA model. That is the reckoning phrase layer of 4 steps that conduct from the attention to the purchasing decision. And also during the research and the analysis, I recommend that it's not applicable for foreigner, because a lot of foreigners has admitted that they only want pass by the restaurant of Cơm Tấm Mộc, and they see the decoration, and also when they're hungry, so they just decide to come in. It's not about the all step of the interest decide, so it's about attention. They catch the eye at the first sight, and then they make the action, decide to go and purchase it.
So in other words, it's still applicable, however, it looks like it's not AIDA, right? It's like AD only.
Yes.
Action.
AA,
right? Attention and action. But yeah, that is good. The second one is about the marketing strategy. You haven't mentioned anything about marketing in your literature review, and at the end, all of a sudden, you come up with the marketing strategy for the brand.
In my thesis topic, it's also uploaded that how to promote Cơm Tấm Mộc as a travel attraction brand to foreigner. it's also included in my thesis topic and make this marketing strategy for the company.
That is fine. As long as you should have some scope in the literature review to define what could be the theory in marketing that you are going to apply in the later on, and that should be fine. Otherwise, there is a misconnection between the two parts.
I have some questions for you. First of all, I think I'm very interested in your topic and your presentation, and so I am inspired and have some questions. Maybe also the lesson for the student listening here as well. So it's a very good case that we can apply for the lesson material, lecture material. The first is that I think from the research point of view and the literature point of view, when you choose the AIDA model for this case, so I want to know why you choose that model, not other model. Why you choose AIDA, but not other model?
Not others.
Other theory model. You choose AIDA. Why that?
As first part, my topic, I didn't use IIDA model. I used another model, but it's still when I make make the present make the conversation with Miss Hoa. She advised that she said that it's not applicable in my thesis to define to the layer conditions layer for success operator. So she advised me to just make for another model to apply in my thesis. So I come home and search on the internet and also ask my friend, and some of my friends recommend me that why use IIBI model because this is I just studied last semester, so I think I know it's better and also apply easier than other model.
It's interesting. The reason is I'm asking that question because it's also relevant to all the students working in marketing and brand management as well. Because there are a lot of theoretical models, but the model you choose, that means you stick with the theoretical framework.
Yeah.
So each model seems to be suitable for some industry and not relevant for other industry. So there is a pro and cons for it using the theoretical model. I myself personally find that the AIDA model is more suitable for FMCG industry,
Yes.
Consumer goods industry. So it's very much in the old time, because the model very long time ago, right? More than 100 years ago, right? In the old time of about the line advertising, so that model is very appropriate for that point of view. But in the today, in the today media and communication, it seems to be. That's why you found the result AA. And that's a very good conclusion. I agree, totally agree with your finding. But that also indication that IDA model is not appropriate for this industry. That's the interesting thing. So when you choose the theoretical model, just also searching about which model in the restaurant business. Not just only, so literature review also cover restaurant business, not only use general model. The second question maybe Mr. He already commented, but I think when you say marketing plan, it's not a marketing plan. You don't have enough time and data to build a marketing plan for this thing. Why? First, you just study the customer, right? So you just guess the customer perception. So that means external, just one angle of marketing plan. In order to build a marketing plan, you have to understand the company, the internal, not just only the external, and also the competition. So multiple analysis, not just only customer perception, and then you come up with the marketing strategy. So the marketing strategy has to be the leverage between multiple angle of view, internal, external. So what you can say is just the recommendation to marketing strategy from the customer perspective. That's all you can do.
Yes.
And that also. So that's it. But I think it's good to find out that you conclude the AIDA become AA, and that may be a recommendation for further academic research. Not to say AIDA model is not appropriate for this kind of target. So it's it's good. That's it.
And I just have one comment for you. You say Thôn Kiều, cơm tấm Thôn Kiều. They are more established firms than Mok, cơm tấm Mok. So for Thôn Kiều, they have almost Vietnamese customers. And for this case, you target foreigners. Is it true?
Yes.
The difference between the two cơm tấm is foreigners and Vietnamese.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you made any surveys on Thôn Kiều, cơm tấm Thôn Kiều to find out some solution for cơm tấm Mok?
Yeah, I actually have tried sometime at Cơm Tấm Thuận Kiều and say that, and I noticed that they are largely that they are not target in any kind of customer, and also they target they just open to all customer, and also they are like nowadays they are likely to expand in the boulevard, in the avenue, like in the Sa Lộ Hà Nội or something like that, because they want to make like a trade of big when the expansion, and they are different from Cơm Tấm Mok because they are target and also the
yeah. So, but you just focus on district number 1, number 7, number 3, and number 3.
Yes, also not in the district Thủ Đức.
No. Yeah, it's not the intention. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.